Hi everybody, it's been a while since I made a video and I've missed you guys. I wanted to make a video today because this is a very, okay, maybe some people are going to say that this is not very Christian of me, but this is the anniversary. It's kind of weird. This is July 17th, 2017, 2 years ago today, was when my ex-husband, the one that sodomized me and put me in the hospital and threatened to sell me to outlaw bikers for $150. Today is the day 2 years ago that he died. And I said at the time that I was going to make this a holiday, which I haven't. Especially last year on the 1 year anniversary, I didn't think it would be appropriate for me to celebrate because the next day, a year ago tomorrow, was when I had my cancer surgery. I said it'd be my luck. I'd be a smart aleck and I'd drop dead in surgery for doing that. So I didn't celebrate his death, but I did when it happened. Oh man, I had a time. I had a 4-day party. I put on my prettiest party dress, just a real gorgeous dress that I looked totally bomb in, because he would have kicked my face in for even, attempting to put on something like that. But anyway, this is really a day of celebration. It doesn't have anything to do with that, really. But a year ago tomorrow, July 18th, is when I had my thyroid removed. You can't even hardly see the scars now. They look really good. I had a lump on my thyroid up here. It actually looked like I had an Adam's apple. And I got accused of being a transvestite or transgender a lot of times, because I would be, wearing this cute little dress and my real muscular buff legs, and this looked like an Adam's apple, and that wasn't what it was. It just popped up one day, New Year's Eve, 2013, going into 2014. I'm putting on my makeup, getting ready to go out and celebrate the new year, and all of a sudden this lump shows up, and I'm like, stars, it wasn't there this morning. Where the heck did this come from? Something told me, don't get rid of it. Not yet. Not yet. Don't. And everybody was saying, man, you could have cancer. That is dangerous. Well, when I finally took care of it, the doctor said after my surgery a year ago today, tomorrow, he said that lump on your thyroid was a blessing in disguise. Because if we hadn't been doing ultrasounds and biopsies on it, we wouldn't have found the cancer in your thyroid, and you would have been dead in a year. Those were his exact words. So that is a blessing. My ex-husband, all of that aside, I'm doing a lot better with it since he died. But, that's another thing that, I really need prayer for. I am so lucky. I've been blessed. God has spared my life so many times. I mean, it's unreal how many times he has spared my life. It really is. And I have a lot of resentment and unforgiveness in my heart. And I'm having a hard time letting that hatred go. I really am. And people say, well, with God, all things are possible. And it's like, I don't know how. I really, honest to God, the man took my humanity. He destroyed the lives of my children. He kidnapped my kid. I had a cop a detective, plant her feet under my kitchen table and accuse me of killing my own child because my child was gone because of that SOB. And, he took away my humanity. He hurt my children. That's the biggest thing right there. He hurt my children. He broke into my house, chased me down the street at knife point, held a knife to my daughter on her little 3rd birthday. And she remembers, she says even now, she is 32 years old, and she said even now she can feel the cold steel against her little leg, right below her knee. That's what I can't forgive. And I just, I need to get that right. Maybe that's why God has just spared me time and time and time again. Maybe he's just giving me chance after chance to get rid of this. But I don't know how. The man that killed my stepmother, he was in prison serving a life sentence in Texas. And I wrote him a letter. And I had to go through victim services. And there was a woman, bless her heart, named Lori Gomez, that took the letter to the Bill Clemens unit in Amarillo, Texas, and read it to him. And in the letter, the first, I'm calling him a spick. I'm calling him an idiot. I'm telling him, I hope 10,000 maggots with herpes dying in your lower intestine as you're burning in hell with Lucifer himself. But then Lori said, I said, oh God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know a Mexican was going to read that letter to him. Oh my God, I apologize. I'm so sorry. And I wouldn't even sit next to a Mexican person in a doctor's office. All that time, from 1989 till 2013 when he died. Well, it got better in 2007 after I wrote the letter. But she said it was actually quite beautiful because the first pages were full of venom and hatred. But then by page 4, she said, I could see a softening. You began to stop talking about maggots with herpes and you started to talk about redemption and forgiveness. And I meant everything I said. I said, I have not forgiven you yet, but I'm praying really hard that God will help me to forgive you because that's the way she raised me. But I will always be her voice because you forever took her voice away. And I will always fight your release. And I ended the letter. I said, I don't claim to know it all, but I do know that there is redemption. And I do know that there is a thing called forgiveness. And I know love is better than hate. And that's how I ended the letter. And then on March 11th, 2013, I got the call from a man at Victim Services. He told me that this man had died in a prison hospital, alone, handcuffed to a bed. I thought that was very fitting, considering the way he murdered my stepmother in her bed. But I always wondered how I would feel when that day came. And it wasn't what I expected. There were a lot of tears that day, but it wasn't just tears for my stepmother, but it was tears for his children, for his life that was lost. Because when he took her life, he took a lot of other lives. He took a lot of pieces of us. And that's what the tears were for. I can't speak for my stepsisters. They found their dead mother's body in the closet. They had to break her arms to get her out of the closet. But it wasn't what I expected it to be. And I don't know why I'm sharing all this with you. I didn't plan on doing this. But anyway, I need a lot of prayer about forgiving my ex-husband. Because it's almost like every life I ever touched, he touched too. And every relationship I've ever been in, he's been there too. And it's still there with my daughter. And it always will be. And I have to wonder if part of that is why she ended up with a freaking needle in her arm. But please pray for me, as I will pray for you guys. But, I don't know. It's kind of weird. You start out with something and I just went off on this. But anyway, thank you guys for letting me vent. And thank you. It means a lot to me from the bottom of my heart that you guys are a part of my life and kind of in a way a part of my family, some of you. And I wish you all well and hope you are having a beautiful day. And tomorrow I am going to fix myself a big fine dinner and celebrate that I am 1 year cancer-free, and I am going to celebrate my life for the next day and a half. There's not going to be any, thinking anymore about the ex-husband and all that. I'm just going to celebrate life. And God bless you guys, and I love you all. And comment. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you all again soon. Love y'all. Bye.